tonight? Is it just a matter of bad luck, or how do you see that?
Yeah, I'm got to bear down. Got to work the goalies. Obviously a good goaltender, but got to find ways to beat him. So I'll look at the chances and try to find a way to put a puck by a goalie.
Do you feel like the referees weren't always easy to follow tonight?
Listen, you guys watch the game. I'm not going to comment on that anymore. I feel like I don't know, write whatever you see.
You guys are last in the league for goals in the first period. Just can you put
Sorry, say that again?
You're last in the league for goals in the first period. Can you put your finger on how to explain that? Because I think it probably doesn't help to always trail or often trail because of that.
Obviously, helps play with the lead for sure. Wasn't aware of that stat. I think every game's a little bit different. I thought tonight, we actually played okay hockey. For both teams playing back to back, it was pretty physical. It was pretty intense. Thought it was a good hockey game. We just came off on the wrong side of it.
Usually crashing the net obviously gives you results, and it may not be on one sequence, but the more you do it, the more it pays off. Do you feel like tonight it just you guys didn't get rewarded?
I just got to find pucks in there. It's part of the game. Obviously, goalie's battling. He's working hard. You got to outwork him. So just got to try to do a little bit more to find a puck and put one by him. But he played well.
Sorry, I'm not sure if the question was asked, but the goal that was disallowed, what did you think about it?
It was the right call. I went to hit the puck. I missed it. Hit the pad. It's the right call.
Thank you.
Brendan, you guys have 3 points at home in your past 8 home games. Is there any rhyme or reason to?
It's hard to say. I mean, I can only really speak on tonight. I thought tonight we played pretty good hockey. We had some lulls, obviously. We had to battle back from behind, but for the most part, I thought we had enough chances to win that hockey game. We just, like I said, didn't get enough by the goaltender. But in terms of the whole season or the last couple of weeks, obviously you want to win at home. We take a lot of pride in playing in front of our fans, and you want to treat them to good hockey games, and you want to protect your home ice.
What do you have to say about the team's the fan support?
They're awesome. I've played here for a long time. I can't say enough good things. It's a privilege to play for this organization in front of these fans, and that'll never change.
I understand that from roping.
And learn how to play different ways. It doesn't have to be a skill way. It can be a puck possession game, deep game, sort of easier way into it, more or less. I think that comes with experience. And you can take things from team you play against too. You take things from teams like LA and Vegas, good teams that we played against, that things that they can implement in their game that maybe we can take into ours. But it was a tough back-to-back with the guys, and they battled hard tonight.
In this stretch of 7 games, obviously the losses for you, the team has given you 14 goals, so 2 a game. You got 2 again tonight. Does it sometimes feel like there's not much margin for error there?
No, I don't think. I've seen it all in this league, trust me. I think I've went on the span before of 10 games, but I've got 11 goals run support So for me, it's that's not my job. I have all the trust in the world that these guys are going to put the puck in the net. That's just the way it goes. It's the nature of the game. It's the nature of the business, and it's all good.
How are you handling it in general, the stretch?
No, good. I felt good tonight. Felt like I played well. I feel like in the stretch, there's been some games that have been okay, but there's been some good games that haven't got the result, and that was another one tonight.
With this 3-goalie system, Jake, do you feel more pressure when you get a start? Does it feel different?
Well, it's different, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't say pressure, just, you just want to help your teammates out.
I know it's kind of a cliche, but how much of a relief is it to finally score after all this wait?
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't thinking about it too much. Just more focused about playing solid, but getting one does, loosen your stick up a bit and, give you some more confidence, so hopefully more will go in.
Jake, you guys have one win in the past 8 home games. What has been so tough playing home?
I don't know, because I've said it a bunch, but it's the best building to play in. I don't know if emotions get too high, energy gets too high, and you lose a bit of focus. Or I'm not too sure. I didn't even know that stat. can tell you one thing: we all love playing here, and we always get really excited to play here. So hopefully we can figure that
Does it
out.
surprise you that it's been that
Yeah,
lean this
honestly,
late?
yeah. Because I know even a game like today, flying in late from Buffalo last night, the fans in this whole arena gave us an extra jump of energy, and it should be helping us.
It has been hard to generate offensively on a consistent basis for the team in the last few weeks. What do you see there? What do you think might happen?
I mean, it obviously depends on what teams you're playing, and some guys are gripping their sticks too tight, including me. And you want to help this team out, you want to produce, and when things start snowballing, it gets tougher and tougher. And I think tonight there was a few times we could have just shot the puck a bit more and hoped to create some chances. So maybe that's something we'll put an emphasis on.
It's just
Deserve maybe a little better. Find a way to get a goal at the end would have been nice.
David, tu dis il reste juste à la mettre dedans maintenant. Est-ce que tu sens que c'est une question de chance seulement ou il y a des choses que vous pourriez faire différemment pour être un petit peu plus opportuniste?
C'est sûr qu'on peut amener plus de gars devant le filet. Je pense que c'est sûr qu'il y a quand même une coupe de lancers peut-être qui sont capables d'avoir un peu plus de trafic devant lui, ça va nous aider. Puis en même temps, on va être plus rapidement sur les rebounds, des choses comme ça. Mais je pense qu'overall, en deuxième moitié, on a réussi à créer plus de chances de marquer. Il faut juste continuer dans cette direction-là.
Evans disait, on a peut-être une couple de gars qui servent leur bâton un peu trop serré, puis quand tu marques pas depuis un bout de temps, des fois ça fait juste comme snowball. J'ai l'impression qu'il y a beaucoup de ça aussi là-dedans, peut-être une question de confiance pour certains gars.
C'est sûr que quand tu trouves pas le fond du filet, ça peut devenir difficile mentalement, mais je pense que les gars, tu vois à quel point ils continuent de travailler fort, ils continuent de faire des bonnes choses, puis un jour ça va changer de direction, puis ça va payer. Je pense que notre overall game en tant qu'équipe était bonne ce soir, puis il faut juste continuer.
Dave, you have one win at home in your past 8 home games. Any rhyme or reason to that? Anything that could explain it?
I don't really have the answer for this. We just got to find a way to win more at home. But like I said, I think the second half of this game we played good, and I think we deserve a better outcome to maybe get it to overtime or something.
Do you find your team's third period effort differs than its first period?
I mean, it's momentum swing. I think it happens, in a game, and I think we, like I said, I think the second half of this game we had, for most part, we had control of the puck, and we were able to play our game plan and create more, and we just got to do more of that, and we'll be able to win more games.
Bonsoir.
C'est Martin. C'est juste une question de malchance ce soir. Vous n'avez pas assez exécuté votre match.
C'est pas assez de malchance, c'est juste un manque de finition un petit peu. J'ai un bon départ. Après ça, les punitions sont arrivées, puis il était cassé un petit peu. Tu avais dit 5 contre 4, 4 contre 4, 4 contre 3, 4 contre 4, 5 contre 4. C'était un petit peu cassé, mais notre avantage numérique nous a pas comme mis le point sur notre départ. Parce qu'on a eu un bon départ. Je trouve que on a manqué d'exécution. Puis personne a perdu le momentum un petit peu. Parce que, comme j'ai dit, le départ était bon. On était à peu près à une quinzaine de minutes, fin de première, début de deuxième, qu'on a fallu se défendre beaucoup parce qu'on manquait d'exécution ou on était têtu. Puis quand on s'est replacé, on a commencé à jouer une game profonde, puis on a exécuté dans zone neutre aussi quand il y avait de l'espace. On était la game elle est revenue de notre bord là, pendant, je te dirais, les 30 dernières minutes. Mais on n'a pas été capable d'aller chercher le deuxième but.
Salut Martin. Brendan Gallagher joue 14 minutes ce soir. Il y a 15 tentatives de tir. Les gars dans le vestiaire ont été assez élogieux à son endroit. L'impact, l'importance d'un Gallagher quand il joue comme ça pour ton équipe?
Bon, il a joué avec beaucoup d'énergie, de passion aujourd'hui. Puis il y a des endroits où tu sais qu'il va être. Ça aurait été le fun qu'il se fasse récompenser parce qu'il a joué un bon match.
Follow sur Brendan, c'est ça, c'est l'inspiration pour ses coéquipiers.
Oui, je pense que oui. Je pense qu'il a amené les autres à la guerre.
Brendan Gallagher.
Oui, mais il le fait plus souvent qu'on en parle. C'est sûr que c'est quand il y a une tentative de lancer, 15 tentatives de lancer, mais c'est sûr, ça fait jaser.
Victor, Mackenzie, Gallagher.
Marty, with more defensemen starting to get healthy for you again, did you at all consider going with 11 forwards and 7D tonight?
I did not.
And what was the decision, or what led to the decision to take Gustav Lindstrom out?
Savvy was back.
Was there a consideration to take out any other defenseman?
Yeah.
So ultimately, why Gustav Lindstrom tonight?
Just in terms of the kind of role that he played while Savvy was back and the kind of role that Savvy plays when he's in. Covey kills more penalties. It's just, circumstances.
Marty, I've just noticed often through this season, the third period performance drastically different than the first period. I understand a lot of the time it's due to a close game, but do you notice a difference in whether it's urgency, style of play in the third versus the first?
I've really liked our starts lately, but we have for some reason we have a tough time sustaining that start, and sometimes it's special team. Your PP is not gonna I felt tonight we lost momentum because our PP didn't execute, and so when you get the special teams after a good start, it's an important part of the game. If you take penalties, you got to kill them. If you on the PP, you got to. It's not about scoring. It's not losing the momentum. But I feel we stay the course, we push, and we did that tonight again. For the most part, all year, I feel like we don't quit, and tonight in the third period, it was. That's the kind of game we can play when we're at our best. I felt like we were really good coming through the neutral zone, our breakouts, our O zone. We just didn't get the second goal.
Herb, Eric, and Stu.
Jake Allen, another solid effort tonight. You just can't seem to buy a goal for him. He hasn't won in a long time. It's hard not to feel sorry for the guy.
No, we didn't give him any run support tonight, but I thought he played a strong game. I'm happy for him.
Marty, if you liked your start, you liked the last 30 minutes of the game, what What can you bring from the last 30 minutes of the game to the start that would enable the start to be?
Well, I feel that the start is a lot. I feel our starts. We have a plan. We try and execute, but I feel we play a deeper game. We establish our forecheck, and I feel once we get on the forecheck and we get in the O zone, we hunt pucks. We stay on top of them. We're hard to play against, and I feel like while the game progresses, I feel we get away from it a little bit, and like I said before, we're chasing consistency with a young group. It's staying the course and not get stubborn. And there's too many maybes. That might work. When you can trust a forecheck. To me, if we don't have numerical advantage, let's go forward. I don't mind guys making plays when there's numerical advantage on the other side of that.
But did you see any difference in the last 30 minutes from the start that you liked? Because it looked different from up top. But
yeah, I mean, there was probably more of it continuing, versus first 7-8 minutes, and they got broken up by power plays as well. But I think the shots were 9-3 at one point for us at the beginning of the game. I felt really good about our start, But then when you sustain that for the last 30 minutes, yeah, that looks much better in our start. I get it because I think there's more volume of it. But our intentions early on were very similar than those last 30 minutes, and it's just find a way to. To when because the team's gonna have pushes, they're gonna push. They're not just gonna give you the game, right? So when they get a push and okay, we bend and didn't break. Now what's next? What do we do next? Why don't we just simplify and trust our forecheck, But again, it's not about simplifying just because you want to simplify. Sometimes there's plays to be made out there. Like I said, when you have numerical advantage, let's go, let's make plays. We didn't execute. We got a 3-on-1. We didn't execute on it. But when there's not much room out there and you've just spent a couple shifts in your zone, it's time to just simplify maybe without the numerical advantage and throwing pucks deep and trusting our forecheck. And when we do that, we back off teams. We put teams on their heels. And I think you saw that in the third, where we were making plays through the neutral zone. We were breaking the puck out, and if there was nothing, we were playing fast and going right back in and trusting the forecheck. And it's how do you continue to do that? And I think as coaches, we're, trying to convince them why we want to do things a certain way. And with a young team, I think sometimes we're, like I said we're chasing consistency, and we're going to keep at it.
Marty, that's 10 games now for Jaden Struble. He's looked very good. What's maybe surprised you or impressed you the most about him? And moving forward, how does the way he's playing make it a more difficult job for you maybe when Jordan Harris is healthy and with Jack?
I cross the bridge when that happens. I don't think about that right now. Jordan's being evaluated every game, every day. He's brought some energy. Obviously, he's a strong kid, good skater. He's got good touches too. So that's what it's not just one thing, because he could be a strong kid that impresses you. He could be fast. That's impressive. But I think it's a total package. I knew he had assets, but I didn't know how they were all going to look combined. And from what I've seen so far, it's been good.
Confidence he seems to have?
Yeah, a little bit.
J'ai deux questions. La première est rapide. Ça fait 2 fois que tu as mentionné 2 fois le fait que tes joueurs ont été têtus. Qu'est-ce que tu veux dire? Dans quel département ont été têtus?
Non, mais des fois, on force des jeux puis il n'y a rien. Même des fois en sortie de zone, tu sais, moi, du top des cercles de notre zone jusqu'à la ligne bleue, c'est un endroit qui est dangereux, ça, tu sais, pour commencer l'offensive de l'autre équipe au lieu d'aller chier une puck dans leur zone, puis là, sortir la puck de là avec possession, tu sais. Fait que c'est de comprendre la différence un petit peu, puis des fois, mais on force des jeux, on veut bien faire. Mais c'est comprendre où c'est qu'on est dans le match. Tu sais, si on perd par 2, là, des fois, ça me dérange pas que tu prennes plus de risques. Mais tu sais, quand le match, là, il est tête, puis on est de bonne heure, mais non, c'est même juste 1-0, tu sais, c'est de pas prendre risque quand il n'y a rien de l'autre côté. Surtout, c'est quoi le score de la game, puis où est-ce qu'on est, puis ça fait 2-3 chiffres qu'on est pogné dans notre zone. C'est le temps de simplifier à ce moment-là.
Kevin, depuis le début de sa carrière, n'a pas eu beaucoup de chance d'évoluer sur un trio offensif de manière régulière. Comment tu aimes son travail à date depuis qu'il est sur qui est arrivé dans ton top 6 ou top 9?
Oui, non, j'aime ça. Ouais, Jake donne des bonnes minutes. Tu sais, c'est un gars qui tue beaucoup de punitions, mais il y a un côté offensif plus qu'on pense, puis il y a une opportunité de me montrer ça présentement.
Oui, tu l'as dit tantôt, Jack Allen a connu un bon match dans sa séquence de cette défaite. Il y en a eu d'autres bons matchs aussi. C'est un vétéran qui en a vu d'autres, mais malgré tout, ça a pu, à un moment donné, commencer à jouer dans sa tête. Ou,
je sais pas quand tu le demandes.
Quand tu le regardes, tu le beau.
OK, merci.
Merci tout le monde.